Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 3 as America. Looks like those Polish rebels are still doing a good job of distracting the Germans, which is wonderful. Meanwhile, I don't know. I don't know if the Russians have taken back Kaluga or if the Germans are pushing out a bulge over here and actually surrounding it. I suspect things continue to go relatively poorly for the Soviets at this time. Hopefully they can just, hold the front a little bit longer. I'm going to go and cancel that naval bomber. And this one over here as well. I don't think we need as many as we thought when we sort of queued things up. Still have a lot of things in the construction queue. More Marines. Actually, you know what? We might want to do some more Marine-based invasion over here. Speaking of, our Marines did arrive from Boston over here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do a bit of a naval invasion a little further higher up the coast here. Just hopefully far enough away that the bulk of their troops won't be able to respond. If they do start to respond, then maybe I can push out again over here. My goal, ultimately, is to grab another port, because we look at the supply map mode. We are pushing some supplies out over here, but that's it. All of our troops have to be supplied through what we can land at a single port, which may not be enough. So if we can get another one, I think we'll have a pretty nice toehold. I'm still hoping we can get working on our tanks soon. I suppose I could start working on tank brigades without any Spart, just to get that going. That might not be a bad idea. Hell, we could get a little bit of practical going on. You know what? I'll go ahead and start one. We have mechanized? We do have mechanized. Okay, then I like that idea of the run. Division, this, 2, these are medium armors, and 1 mechanized infantry, and later on we'll go ahead and add a self-propelled artillery to this, which will give us more combined arms, plus just a lot more punching power. I'm going to go ahead and just do, say, a pair of serial runs over here, just to generate a little bit of XP, or a practical experience for us, so we can build things a little bit later on. So we are starting the invasion over here. I don't see anything yet. They are starting to move in response to this. How many troops do I have sitting in this province? Only 2 stack? That won't do at all. 1, 2, 3. And you're pulling back. So there's still some reshuffling going around here. And we've got to wait for my troops to reorganize themselves and have the ability to re-attack. But it'll be quite interesting to see what happens over here. If we can get Brest. And I didn't want to land in Brest directly because it does have a naval fort. And if there's any troops there, we get a pretty substantial disadvantage. We landed before they were able to reinforce at all. Go and take that fort. Or that naval base. In fact, we might be able to grab quite a few over here. It's starting to be a bit of a large front. Transport ships. Land over here. We're going to pull some troops out of, what is this again? Cherbourg. And land you over here. This is quite a nice landing. Now, these guys these Marines don't have any artillery. So they don't necessarily fight that well. That's also annoying because it did actually stall it out. We will go ahead and be able to defend this attack, but it stalls our move to take the ports, and we really need them. Really need them to supply. But these transports here, that will work out okay. So out of these folks, we're not going to grab the HQ. I'm just going to grab, like, oh, crying out loud. Why is it selecting something down there? Oh, is that just something that's linked to this HQ? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You 3, get on a boat. Boat, go ahead and just, I guess, invasion over to here. It's not entirely accurate. It'd be nice if we'd already taken the territory, and then we can just do a transport. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Want a bit of a battle. There's certainly more attacks. Meanwhile, such an annoying little tiny thing to click. 3 of you guys go there. And 3 of you guys go here. Because what I really want is this. But I want to take a slightly easier attack here first and then go in on a couple of different fronts to this spot over here, because that will give us a second port in this area, which is really nice. All right, that should be a pretty one-sided win. Hey, Remember the Pacific Front? Maybe I should pay attention to that. We finally loaded our transports on this, which is good. Let's go ahead and just rebase you over here, because I don't know what kind of status you guys are in. Meanwhile, speaking of status, you guys are in great shape, though. Let's continue the island hopping. I guess we'll start here. You're pretty beat up. You're very beat up, but it's probably okay. I'm going to move you to here to provide cover for the invasion, and then we'll go ahead and dock you. We have another bombing wing over here. All right, you are definitely going to go to Boston and then get rebased over to here. Speaking of rebasing, I moved this wing over here. Yeah, they're pretty beat up. I was going to move them over here to assist there. And also make sure that I don't lose too many things if I do lose this area. But I can't really do any actions with my planes right now. So this naval invasion should work, which give us access to that, which is good. We still have plenty of supply with these Marines. The Marines also fight half decently when outside of supply range. They get less of a penalty. We've got a battleship here to give us some bombard as well. Okay, we won the Battle of St. Lo. Leave the HQ behind. Leave one token division behind as well. Then go and reinforce this spot. Then when we finish this move, we're going to go from St. Lo into St. Malo. Reinforced with Granville as well. Okay, like that. That's battleship positioning, which sounds pretty good. We got a Navy out there. Yeah, we're pretty beat up, but it's probably just a tiny little guy. And we definitely have a Navy over here, and a decent sized one, so I don't want to take truck until my fleet is repaired. Or I do a swap-you-do with some other fleet from somewhere else. What's parked here? Right, just my transport flotilla, which I guess I don't need right now. That's a submarine. That's a real fleet that's got to keep around Wake Island. I don't want to lose Wake Island. Although, it's got quite a few... They would have to land a lot of Marines to take Wake Island. You know what? I'm probably okay. You then will rebase to here. And you will rebase. You're pretty damaged, but that should hopefully not be too bad. We'll rebase back to Wake. Alright, I think that'll be okay. We're going to take this island. We're going to make sure we've got a good quality fleet in position over here, since they do have a lot of ships. Okay, won that. Stop. How come I can't select you? There we go. You actually will rebase to there, please and thank you. Battleship, medicine. Okay, we're going to go ahead and remove some of the naval stuff from the queue. I mean, if it's already researching, great. Otherwise, it's the land stuff we're more concerned about. Land and air is what we're really concerned with. Combat medicine is very far ahead, so we're going to remove that. Industrial efficiency we probably always want a little bit more of, because apparently it works differently from the way I'd assumed for a really long time. You were on patrol in this area. I'm actually just going to move you to park yourself there. Meanwhile, you guys get on the transports from there and prepare an invasion of this island. And the planes can go and start doing some ground attacks over here. There's some anti-air, but hopefully we'll be okay. And these guys can't move yet, or they certainly can't start another attack. You can rebase to here, or apparently can't. There we go. I don't think I clicked on the actual island. Rebase there. And probably get ready for some repairs. And we might get you to jump in a battle here later on. Okay, a little bit of attack. Won the battle over here. Nice! And we've got our port over here, which means we are now once again being supplied. I don't think I've got to keep any troops in this port, though. So you guys can move up right away. And there's a bunch of movement here. Some of which is not necessarily going in the direction that I want, but it's not the end of the world. That should be a relatively easy invasion. Okay, meanwhile, this is mostly finishing up nicely. First aid is good. We got a bunch of extra troops just sitting around here, so let's go ahead and move a couple of you over here to look at St. Malo. If we get a second port over here, our supply situation is going to improve dramatically. A little bit of a skirmish there, nothing I'm too concerned about. And the units that are in poor supply, a little bit there, which is fair, and then over here as well. Okay. All right. Good stuff. We're going to be able to take quite a bit of the shore over here. These battleships are not being bombarded or anything. Should still be giving a shore bombardment bonus. I mean, it's only a single battleship in each. I don't know if that affects the amount of bonus, but it should be all right. We're going to go and bring this down to just a threesome from here. And the pair from here. Other people are moving into Granville, so it should be okay. So that's a total of 5 divisions that are moving in and attacking in St. Malo. Because of the combat width, they're all able to attack perfectly well. I didn't actually check the organization. We've got these tough hombres over here who are actually not reorganized yet, so I may have gone a little too aggro, but that'll be good. And then if we can get this all connected up, it'll feel even better. And if we can get the Lorient over here, then that'll be another port. If we take a look at our supply map mode, you can see now these guys are being supplied over here. And these guys are still only being supplied there, and you can see by the colors there's poor supply over here. These guys are still fine. But once we get that second port, we can flow a lot more goods in here and feel pretty good. That's fine. That's fine. What do we have? We have another naval bomber. Oh, right, which I've got to actually use the one that I've repositioned last time. We're going to put you here. And I guess this flotilla... I actually don't know. We're not going to need these invasion ships on the in the European front at all, because we've managed to grab a toehold as is. The Germans didn't have a strong enough line to defend, which is nice to see. For me. Not so much for them. Naval bombers, you're going to get yourself over to here, rebase. And we've got one here. Oh, it's not organized yet, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer before we do anything anyway. These Marines, right, had fallen back to take that. We can keep running you up. Let's make an effort to run up the north coast, I suppose. We can probably take that territory. That wouldn't be too bad. You guys are all fine, so let's go ahead and move up that way. And you guys aren't currently doing anything at all. You just won a battle. You're going to move up a little bit more. That is a larger engagement. So truck is going Lannion. We are moving over there. If we can get this province, we can jump in from another angle, but it looks like we're going to be doing okay. St. Malo, we're engaged there, and yeah, taking St. Malo would be really quite significant. Leave one behind there. 4 might be overkill here. Let me move another one closer to the front. And I'm really hoping this alleviates some of the pressure on the Soviet front, because they have been hammered really hard for a really, really long time. We won the battle for St. Malo. That's going to be huge. Won the battle for Lannion. That's also nice because it's going to help us combine our fronts, which is definitely something I want. There's another port to grab here. Won a defensive battle over here. That's probably an aerial one. These transports, okay. I guess what I'm going to do with these transports is move them back to, not the coast of Maine, but to Boston itself, because we'll want to be deploying some more troops there later on. Okay, meanwhile, in the Pacific, how are we doing? Still working on landing there. Okay, you guys could potentially make a move, and honestly, I think it's probably okay for you to go ahead and start an invasion over there. Other navy still being repaired, although you're not in terrible shape. Your organization has gone up. It's mostly just actual damage. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and move you over here. Protect my transport fleets. We will have to put a break in our attack at some point. We need to let our ships repair themselves, get fixed up. Invasion tactics. We can probably no longer queue up any more than that, but it's nice to have a little bit more invasion speed, which is mostly going to matter in the Pacific. Here we've done the actual invasion. The question is, can we keep what we've got? And that's a big if, especially without any tanks over here. Remember, we are not really set up in the way we necessarily would want to be. Who is this? Cuba? Sure, I can trade with you relatively safely. We've got that port, so now if we check the supply map mode. Okay, we're not yet running a convoy over here. I mean, it is all automated. It should reach there. Although, you can see the supply situation. Oh, no, we do. How come I didn't see it? Was I just ignoring this arrow? But there we go. We are bringing more supplies in over here, which is alleviating a lot of that supply pressure, which is going to mean our troops are going to fight a lot better. Not that they were fighting poorly already. You, rebase. Thank you. And I believe the Japanese fleet is about to pop out there. In fact, what I might want to do is reinforce a little bit more. Yeah, we seem to be okay. And they're mostly looking to run through and get out of here. Oh, invasion fleet. Oh yeah, you've already been told to rebase there. Good. Forces are under attack over here, but we've got superior numbers, so hopefully we're okay. Alright, won that battle. Nothing really changed, though. Over here, it looks like we're actually losing, but what I can do is reinforce or attack from another angle, which will help out with this combat. Engage the hostile navy. Oh, yeah, we caught them again, right? They're trying to redock over here. We're going to take a few more pot shots at them along the way. Won the Battle of Lorient. Nice. That'll be another port for us. Oh, look at this. Look how many ships we sank. Now, that's 2 invasions and 1 transport. It doesn't really count that much, but we did get another combat ship, which is nice to see. And we are going to do a naval invasion here. So they're going to dock, but we're about to invade that island, which means we're about to smack the crap out of them right after. Won the Battle of St. Malo, killing 1,200 troops, only losing 243 ourselves. Oh, so they did another attack over here, most likely. And they'll probably continue to do that sort of thing. And we have to make sure we don't weaken our front too much. Like, we're starting to thin out our troops. They will... We did have a lot in a lot of areas. We weren't really using them effectively because of all the stacking penalties. So thinning our troops out a little bit is actually not hurting us that much. And in fact is increasing the amount of supply. So overall, we are coming out ahead. But we probably will want to just sort of pause and hold this line at that point. In fact, now might be a great time. We do have a European theater, right? We've got this HQ over here. I don't suppose there's any way for me to just... Can I strategically redeploy from one to the other? Is that allowed? I mean, we don't have much of a range problem right now. I'm going to assume this doesn't work, but what the hell? Let's find out. Won the Battle of St. Malo. Okay, they keep attacking and then sort of failing, which is good. We can go ahead and tell the UK. It's no longer an objective over here, dude. We've already got it, which is fine. Same thing over here. We've already got this objective. I probably should have lifted it a while ago. What would be nice is if you focused more over here. You know, get us another port over there, especially since I will probably stop pushing forward now, at least for a little bit. Greece, I'm sorry, I can't help you yet. You are too exposed. Until we have control over the Mediterranean, I just don't want to do that. And maybe we do. I mean, there's certainly a lot of British fleets going around. Maybe we're okay, but I don't want to risk it. Meanwhile, I have no idea. No orders, no orders, no orders. Yeah, the strategic deployment didn't actually go. My Atlantic fleet over here, right, is moving to potentially pick up some troops. Afterwards, we will go and move the headquarters. And you guys, you're not actually part of any sort of structure at all, are you? We do have 1 HQ over here. Let me grab you, though. Let me trash you. And create some cores again, because we have actually none of that over here. Another core, and you guys, we will give you a core. And do we have room for another one? Yep. And there's some more naked guys over here who aren't part of a core, which we could sort of find out here. Okay, that doesn't matter. I don't care about that. Although, let me add you to the East Theater so you get out of the list. See, these guys are all fine. It's actually kind of annoying. Like, normally this is the way I'd go and check to see if people are in organizations, but I don't have it there. And maybe I should. I probably should have these guys be part of the Pacific Theater, just to take them out of the confusion. Then they would get a bonus from the Theater HQ if they're in range, which they never are, so... Anyway, you go there. Are you going to be in range of the 8th Army? And you are, actually. Make a new corps nearby. And this corps gets added to the 2nd Army group. So we need a new army, because the other army filled up, and then you can be attached there. So we will want to transport these guys over for range, but for now, I mean, so you're part of the 16th Corps, which isn't part of anything, but you can be part of the 9th Army and reach, which is nice. So just a little bit of order of battle stuff, just to try to give people a few more bonuses. Oops, there we go. 14th Corps. Can you be part of the 9th Army? Nice. Okay, hopefully you're okay. And then if we open this up and make sure, see, the 9th Army didn't have a valid guy. Armies, skills not exactly what we're looking for. I think something like logistics and offensive. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give you that. Core. Again, traits are the most important thing, so let's do that. Whereas with a division, divisions and army groups, you want maximum skill. Everything else, I mostly look for the traits. Logistics, commando, sure. Commando gives you less out of supply penalty, so that's good. And then everyone else should already be applied because we should have had lots of rank 1 dudes. And we do. Okay. All right, let's go and kill a lone aircraft carrier? Nice. What a gift. Oh, 2 aircraft carriers were lost over there. Holy crap, that is huge. Won the Battle of Cranton as well. Nice. Okay, you guys can definitely move up. You can make a move into there. We'll move the HQ up a bit. And these... Oh, these are just naked HQs. That's really not good. For now, park yourself here. We need to make sure to hold on to this port. That's really important. It's really important. Let's take 3 guys, move you into here. Leave 1 guy just to make sure we don't lose that connection. And then over here, we're also going to grab another trio and sandwich that in there. And then we'll have everything linked up nicely. We'll be able to do a bunch of cool reinforcey kind of moves. And feel pretty good about ourselves. Okay, so we got 4 divisions there. 3 divisions there, but that's okay. They might attack here, but we've got ways of reinforcing. Overall, I'm feeling good about the situation. We got another transport flotilla, and again, I'm just going to continue to develop sort of over here. And if we can keep going with like little pairs of things, that would be good. Speaking of pairs of things, I have a little tiny marine encampment over here. So we're going to leave the 1 infantry behind. We're going to load the 2 marines onto some ships, and maybe we'll just try like a random ninja move somewhere. I don't know. You know what? No. We are going to rebase you over here. This actually might get you killed along the way, but hopefully not. Terribly sorry, Marines. I'm playing fire with your life here. You guys are looking pretty good at this point, though. So let's go ahead and rebase you over here. Engage the enemy. All right, that looks like a pretty good engagement for us. You are probably empty and running back over there, but what I actually want you to be is rebase to here. More Marines landed, excellent, and then you Marines, you've got your landing crafts. Okay, that's looking okay. CAGs, you can stop your mission. Just return to your ships. Lost the Battle of Karhe. 0 troops died. Oh, they attacked our HQs, but we're about to sort of counterattack with those guys. But yeah, we had naked HQs is the problem. Okay, we did win this battle, though, which is nice. And you guys don't move. Just stall your movement to there. And you're supposed to... I don't know what was going on there. But we can throw in from, say, this angle here. And then you guys go and cover St. Lo while we go and flank this attack. All right. We have engaged the enemy. That is a big freaking fight. Won the Battle of St. Malo. Oh, because I think they canceled their attack against St. Malo. We only have 1 active... Oh, no, we have a couple. So you, and you can't do anything, and you're an HQ. But you 2 can go and help out this battle, or did the whole thing get canceled? Oh, the whole thing got canceled. How unexpected. And you're not moving right now, right? Because you were fighting to here, so now you're not part of that fight. But, oh, no, we won that fight. Alright, let's just wait a tick. Okay, there's a battle. And they are using my troops. Why am I not seeing the battle in here? Right? Oh, because they took off land combat. Oops, that's why. Okay, so I do actually want to throw in some extra guys here. Have a little flank maneuver going on this province. Like, this flank maneuver started to help defend St. Malo, but St. Malo may as well attack and help with this. Okay, they're attacking a little bit there, but that's not really going to do anything. Okay, a bunch of little skirmishes. Green, in this case, is good for me. Yay! 4 engines. Airframes advanced. And some fighters are doing some stuff. Inefficient research. We're going to get the first aid out of there. We'll keep these going. That's all fine. They've really thinned out their stuff over here, haven't they? You move in here. We're going to leave Cherbourg naked for now, which will hopefully be fine. You leave the HQ behind. Why don't you take this? I don't know if we'll get to keep it. It might be overextended, but hopefully we're okay. And you guys, it actually would be nice if we could do a bit of a flank maneuver. If we could do an encirclement. But without armor, our speed is very, very, very limited. We don't have to keep troops in here. Okay, won that battle. Excellent. That's a big pushback. Big pushback. All right, meanwhile, in the Pacific. Okay, we want that. Just fine. We can probably start another invasion move. Oh yeah, you rebased. So what I want to keep you around. You're going to be in patrol duty over here. We want to keep this island. It's going to be very, very important for us. Meanwhile, you guys are all reloaded, so let's go ahead and jump you on a boat. And actually, I guess you guys actually can take this island. That should be relatively doable. You guys make sure to rebase here, so your range is fixed. One in the battle, excellent. And then I'm going to put you on intercept, so you'll mostly spend time in port repairing, but at least you can pop out if anything comes up. You guys, I will cancel your naval order. You guys can go and make sure to rebase nearby here. St. Malo, nice. And then I'm going to just move you out to here to provide some bombardment and to cover this fleet over here. Okay, and we got these transports loaded with Marines. Oh man, I want to take Guam, but we've got to make sure that we've got all our stuff in place. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to invade the island here with the anti-air. It'll be kind of a pain to get our troops off again, but I don't want them to have some AA guns nearby and piss me off. Okay, engage the enemy. You guys are just HQs, which is fine. I'll move you forward a wee bit. You guys are still making sure this port doesn't go away. But I could probably move forward. We are moving forward into here, so why don't I go ahead and do that? Because there's nothing that can directly attack this port right now. Awesome. Okay, we've got that. And if we look at our supply map mode, we've got control of a lot of ports. Supply is pretty good. Not perfect everywhere, although we just gained this port over here, so nothing's flowing into it yet. But soon it will. Great. Okay, we pushed them back here too. Don't know how much we want to pursue that. I'm a little bit leery. Basing is good. We can, I guess, no, we want to keep that in the queue, I think. It's not that far ahead, because I think this might affect our naval base supply. I actually don't know. I keep forgetting to check. But, want another battle over here. Good. Where's that? Oh, that's over here. Good. That engagement I'm not too concerned about, nor this one over here. You guys are still mostly moving. Yeah, it'll feel nice if we can sort of draw a battle line over here, maybe across the river. Yeah, if we can push them back to, say, somewhere around here, that should be okay. Okay, one another battle there. Okay. Meanwhile, in the Pacific. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. I want to grab that island. Not this one. No, that would be silly. At least we're going to do some more landings here. Okay. Well, we'll put a cut in here. When we come back, we're going to continue running multiple fronted wars and doing pretty well for ourselves. What I'm going to have to do between episodes here is probably go and check all my naval bases to see if I've got anyone sitting totally idle, which would not surprise me. In particular, do we want to move some more of our fleets from over here? I actually don't know how much there is to talk about, though. Now that I think about it, we may have moved most of our fleets forward. We still have the tiny set of battleships here buzzing around Hawaii, which I still feel okay about. Although, you know what? Why don't I go ahead and move you to Midway Island instead? Meanwhile, these two idle battleships, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually rebase you to here. You guys can sort of indirectly escort these landing crafts if we're just doing some simple transport operations. Okay, thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.